Hi everyone, my name is Suzanne and I'm a Chinese metaphysics master in Hong Kong. Today I'm going to tell you about another one of those Feng Shui activations that we can do to release past baggage and then activate energy that helps us ascend, or just that makes us lighter in that sense. It activates energy flow that is more conducive to actually absorbing positive energy, and it helps us get in sync and get in flow with period 9 energies. Period 9 is the new energetic era that we are talking about a lot at the moment in Chinese metaphysics. It officially starts in 2024, but since it doesn't just turn on one particular day in 2024, there's usually a transition period, and we are very, very much in that transition period right now, and it's important that we get in sync with those new incoming energies. And this particular Feng Shui activation can actually help you with this. Now, first, I'll let you know about the date and the timing, and then I will explain exactly what you have to do, because this is a personalized activation. It's not the same for everyone. So it's a little bit more complex, but because it's personalized, because it's tailor-made to each and every one of you, it is much, much more powerful. So I really recommend that you do this. Now, the day you need to mark in your calendar is the 2nd of September. And the time slot, there are 2 time slots that you can use. It's either between 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. or 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. on the 2nd of September. Now, as usual, you do not need to convert these times into any time zone. It's just local time wherever you are. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2, I know there are 2 time slots, but pick one. Don't be greedy. Don't do it in both time slots. Just pick the one that is most convenient to you, and they're both equally as powerful. So just pick one of them. So either between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. or 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. on the 2nd of September. Now, let me tell you what you need to do in order to make this activation really powerful and personalized to you. So the first thing is you need to actually plot your Balzer chart. So you can go to this link, and I will also post this link in the notes to this video below. So you enter your date and time of birth. Now, if you don't know your time of birth, this is not critical for this particular calculation. So it doesn't change whether or not you know the time of your birth. So if you don't, then just enter the date of birth, and you will get 2 tables. The first one is the natal chart, but we are not interested this time in the natal chart. We are looking at the table below, which says luck pillars here. This table is what we're interested in. And within this luck pillar table, you will see one column that is highlighted in red, like this. This is what you focus on. So number 1, you plot your chart. Number 2, you scroll down to get the luck pillar table. And then number 3, you identify that column. We call that a pillar that is highlighted in red. And it's not the same for everyone. It's not the same animal sign for everyone. Just first identify the pillar that is highlighted in red. You don't need to worry about anything else. Once you've identified the pillar that is highlighted in red, all you need to do is look at the animal sign that is there. So in this particular case, it's the dog. For you, it may be the horse, or it may be, I don't know, the rat or the tiger. There are 12 different animal signs, and it will be one of those. So in this particular example, it is the dog. So take note of what it is for you. This will be your focus point. Right, so now that you've identified this, then we can actually look into what sectors of your home you need to activate. And it is a water activation. Which type of water I will explain to you later on. For now, just follow me step by step, because depending on what animal sign you have in your luck pillar, you will have to activate different areas of your home. So If you have the tiger, the horse, or the dog in that luck pillar, then you need to activate these 3 locations. And it's not a pick and choose, yeah, you need to activate all 3 of them. So the first one here is 45 degrees, then 165 degrees, and 285 degrees, plus minus 5 degrees. So you could say between 40 and 50 degrees. We always like to take the middle point. And here it's between 160 and 170 degrees. So this depends very, very much on what's possible for you. We love to take the middle point. If that's not possible, just plus minus 5 degrees. All right. Now, once you have identified those particular directions, locations in your apartment, you need to make sure that you place the water in the outermost sectors. Now, not in the center point. Check that you put it in the outermost areas. You don't want to put any water close to the center this year because the center is very, very volatile. So you can't do that. It needs to be in the outermost areas of these particular sectors. All right. Now, this is when you have the tiger, the horse, or the dog in those particular areas. Now, if you have the pig, the rabbit, or the goat, then you need to focus on 3 different areas. So these 3 areas would be northwest 2, east 1, or south 3. And this will be in directionality 315 degrees, 75 degrees, or 195 degrees. Again, plus minus 5 degrees. And again, you place them as far out into the wider area as possible, as far away as from the center as possible. Now, in order to actually get those degrees, I forgot to tell you. So you just need to stand in the center of your apartment and look at a compass that has the degree ranges. It's super, super simple, yeah? And we all have those compasses now on our mobile phones. So this is very, very simple. Or you just have a hiking compass or whatever, yeah? So any compass will do as long as you can see the degree range. Now, for those of you who have the snake, the rooster, or the ox in the luck pillar, again, different locations apply. So in this case, you would have to activate southeast 2, west 1, or north and north 3. So all 3 of them need to be activated. And again, in this particular case, it will be 135 degrees, 255 degrees, and 15 degrees, plus minus 5 degrees. All 3 of them. You can't just activate 1 or 2. It has to be all 3 of them that need to be activated. And then lastly, if you have the monkey, the rat, or the dragon in that luck pillar, then the 3 locations that you need to activate are southwest 2, north 1, or east 3, 225 degrees, 345 degrees, and 105 degrees, plus minus 5 degrees, right? And again, same spiel, you just place the water as far out as possible, not close to the center, because the center has pretty negative energies. We don't want to activate it with water or with anything. All right. So take note of these degree ranges. And again, all 3 must be activated. Now, the water feature that you need to use is very, very straightforward. You need 3 pails of water, 3 buckets of water, and they need to be as big as possible. They need to hold as much water as possible. Don't even think about using one of these table fountains with a rotating stone or whatever. They look nice, but they serve 0 purpose from a Feng Shui perspective. Any water feature that needs to activate a particular energy needs much, much more water than is in one of those table fountains. So when we're placing water pails for this particular activation, I would say make sure that the water buckets hold at least 30 liters of water. Yeah, anything less than that will show hardly any effect. So 3 pails of water. They need to be open at the top. It doesn't matter what color the bucket is. It doesn't matter whether you put the bucket on the floor or on a shelf or wherever. What matters is that it's in the correct location. Fill the pail of water with water all the way to the top and insert a pump. Now you can find those pumps in any aquarium shop. They're very, very cheap. Just insert the pump and it should not bubble up. So sometimes we use a fairly aggressive water activation, but in this case, the water should just be gently moving. If you don't insert a water pump at all, then the water will just be still and it will not activate anything. So it's really important that you do insert a water pump or an air pump so that the water gently circulates or gently moves around without having a fountain coming out at the top. And you need to leave these water pails for a minimum of 2 hours. So if you use the first time slot, for example, you place those water buckets at 9:30, you can remove them at 11:30 already. Minimum of 2 hours, maximum until the end of the day, so 11:59 p.m. Do not leave them there beyond midnight on that day. So it's really minimum of 2 hours, maximum till the end of that day, or maybe if you go to bed early at 10 p.m. or 11 p.m., just remove them, or just remove them exactly after 2 hours. So just by leaving them longer than 2 hours doesn't mean that you get any more effect. Yeah, it's exactly the same effect. So minimum 2 hours, maximum till the end of the day. And then what is very, very important, once you have put this activation in place, within 24 to 48 hours after triggering those energies, you need to do something that helps you release past baggage, whether that is um, um, emotional baggage, mental baggage, whether it has to do with decluttering the entire house and bringing more energy in, or maybe you get rid of a toxic relationship or a toxic business partnership, or maybe you just talk about something that has upset you. Maybe a friend has done something that is upset you, and you talk this out. Whatever it is, you need to really work on getting rid of emotional, mental clutter, right? Because this is all about ascension. This is about releasing past baggage so that you can move into the new energy stream with lighter energy. And so just doing the water activation without following it up with any sort of action will not help. It will have zero effect. So really follow it up with an action, whatever it is. Check, think about what it is that does not bring anything to the table in your life. What is it that you really don't need, that only adds to aggravation and anger and hatred and grief and just negative emotion? Get rid of that, or take the first steps to get rid of that. All right. I hope this helped. I wish you all good luck with this. I hope you get rid of as much past baggage as possible and move on with more positive energy. If you have any questions, any comments, please leave them in the comment section below or contact me directly. My contact details are in the notes below. And I would really love it if you liked the video, if you shared it with anybody who's interested in these kind of things, if you subscribe to my channel, and if I see you in my next video as well. See you soon.